Welcome, and thank you all for showing up today to support our graduating cohort, Cohort 37. That's right. Scholars, you stand at a threshold. The incredible thing about thresholds is that when you cross them, you are transformed. And you will transform today. Though in truth, you transformed the moment you decided to dedicate yourself to this program. You opted into mastery of entrepreneurship, committing to take your ideas and bring them forward. Along the way, you've been challenged to grow by our incredible mod faculty, including Dean Dr. Trish Gordman, who was your Mod 4 faculty, if you don't remember. Even more, though, you've been challenged by your business advisors and each other, your fellow cohort mates. The container for this transformative work has been made possible by our partners, Salt Lake Community College, the Goldman Sachs Foundation, Babson College, Mountain West Small Business Finance, Columbia Bank, Alta Bank, Cypress Credit Union, Rectify Partners, Holland and Hart, Michael Best, and the Miller Entrepreneurship Center, including the SBDC and the VBRC and Custom Fit Training. The impact report released earlier this month shows that the Utah 10KSB alumni have contributed over $2 billion in revenue to our state and employ more than 24,200 employees. The economic impact of this is stunning, and now you are part of that legacy. Congratulations, Cohort 37. We are beyond proud of you. I would like to now introduce our two scholar speakers, Jill Schroyer and Susie Bullock.
Jill, are you going first? Oh, we raced. All right, I made it. I'm going to get it over with. You can say it. Small technical difficulty. You're good.
Well, Jill Schroyer is the CEO of Expedition HR. Her company expertly teaches businesses how to have tough conversations without feeling like a jerk. Her speech today is focused on grit and persistence. And Susie Bullock is the founder of Hey Grill Hey, a company that creates and sells award-winning barbecue seasoning and sauces so anyone who wants to become a backyard barbecue hero can be. Sorry. Jill?
Sure.
Okay.
Hi, everyone. Well, thank you for giving me, whoa, that's loud. So I want to talk about grit. So grit is getting back up more times than you get knocked down. Anyone ever heard that before? Some of you don't know this, but I applied for the Goldman Sachs program before. Not once, not twice, both denied. But I didn't get up because I knew I wanted to be standing right here someday. And that's what I want to talk about today is grit. When people talk about grit, it often sounds dramatic, like big breakthroughs and bold moves, but that's not the kind of grit this program demanded from us. Our grit was showing up to class while still running a business. It was logging into sessions tired and stretched thin from all the other things, like showing up a minute before the meeting because we were running back home from a kid's orthodontist appointment. That might have been me. Grit was wrestling with ideas and teachings that challenged how we've always done things and staying open anyway. As students, we didn't always have clarity, but we showed up anyway, curious, open, and ready to learn. That too is grit. We didn't always feel confident, but we kept going, and that's what made it possible. It wasn't just individual grit, it was shared grit. So to all my 10KSB peers, thank you for making this a truly unforgettable experience, and one I know I will always be so grateful for and will never forget. I came into the program hoping to find one biz bestie, and I came out with 41 of them. Something, 40 or 41. To our family, friends, work teams, and colleagues, you supported us, you carried the weight in our absence, and reminded us that we weren't alone during the hardest parts of the program, the financial module. And your support mattered more than you know. To Goldman Sachs and the 10KSB delivery team, thank you so much for creating a space that challenged us, stretched us, and showed us just how capable we are as business owners and leaders. Graduation isn't the finish line. Rather, it's proof that we can endure complexity, adapt under pressure, and keep going when things aren't easy. And as I wrap up, the real test of grit comes next. When the coursework is done, the deadlines are self-imposed, and there are no more growth plans to submit. If this program taught us anything, it's that we already know how to persevere because we've done it together. Setbacks will come, face plants and failures will happen, but we will get up, we'll dust ourselves off, and we'll keep moving forward again and again. Because you know why? Because we are Goldman Sachs 10KSB scholars. And if we can survive balancing business, life, and the amount of 10KSB homework they give us, well, we can pretty much survive anything. Thank you.
Good afternoon, 10KSB cohort graduates, and congratulations. Today is a big deal. We did finish something hard, Jill. That was a lot of grit, but we pulled it off. We committed, we showed up, we zoomed in, we learned how to unmute our microphones. We edited things in Microsoft Word, for crying out loud, and we earned the right to be here. To our families, friends, teams, and supporters in the audience, especially those watching online as well, thank you, thank you, thank you. Can we get a round of applause from the cohorts to our people? They showed up for us. So I only have 3 minutes, and I also have a very real fear of Nancy calling out, "And that's time," from the seats up here. So I want to talk to you about something incredibly simple. So simple, in fact, that we often overlook it. This something is not flashy. It will never trend on social media, even if it's wearing a bright pink suit. And it probably won't make a great headline, but it has the power to quietly change our businesses, our families, and our communities. It's not securing capital, it's not marketing, it's not hustle your network, and Tom, it's not even luck. It is a skill, one that every single one of you has been building every day, especially the last few months. As small business owners, every morning you wake up to a million unanswered questions. Why isn't this working? Is this harder than it should be for anybody else or just me? Why does this one customer need something different? Why does this process keep breaking? And instead of walking away, you each lean in. You test, you adjust, you ask better questions, and you try again. What you're doing over and over is solving problems. That's it. That's the thing. It's a very simple idea. I told you it was not flashy. Business at its very core is problem solving. You solve problems for your customers by making the coolest jerseys on the rugby field, by improving workplace culture, by serving food as medicine, by making homes more beautiful and babies cuter. Shout out to the hive mind. You solve problems for your team by building systems, paying fair wages, giving them opportunities to grow, and creating stability. You solve problems for your family by stretching yourself, growing your own capacity, increasing in your patience, and improving your potential. And when you solve problems consistently, you often end up solving problems for your community too. Maybe one of you will go to DC and advocate for all of us as small businesses through Goldman Sachs. But here's the part I really want you to remember. Problem solving is a muscle. Some of us came into 10KSB as very strong problem solvers. Others of us have had to work for it. But no one leaves without gains. Every challenge you faced, the wins and the misses, were reps. Every time you didn't quit, you put in more reps. Every time you asked, what is the next best step, instead of asking, why is this happening to me, you got stronger. After the last few weeks, we are basically a room full of bodybuilders for problem solving. Can you tell I'm trying to make problem solving sexy? You're all so strong. So impressed. The stronger our problem solving muscle gets, the less intimidating the next problem feels. You stop panicking and you start thinking. You stop reacting and you start leading. So as you leave here today, don't measure success by how smooth the road is ahead. Measure it by your willingness to engage when things get hard. The world doesn't need perfect businesses. It needs people who notice what isn't working and care enough to fix it. I know that each one of you are those people. Congratulations to the first ever remote cohort of the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses program. Now go solve some problems that matter.
Let's please give them one more round of applause because they're wonderful. As you all well know, a key part of the 10KSB program is the one-on-one business advising that you all, each scholar, received. Our BAs are second to none. Their combined business experience is over 60 years, but their true commitment to scholar success is what helps our scholars get over the finish line, which is where you all are right now. Our business advisors are Kathy Ritchie with Delusional AF and Root and Rise. Tom Longnecker with Next Level and The Hive Mind. And Mike Bailiff for Alisars and Golden Bees. Now the fun part, your BA will announce the scholar's name and a shout out, and with that, you will be able to claim your title as a 10KSB alumni.
Ha! This is where we get you back, you know. So we spend a lot of time together, and we have memories, and goodbyes are very hard. So what I try to do is give you something that's meaningful to me and something I have observed about you, and I'm a musician, Steve Swan is, there's probably a few more in here. So I capture some moment or something from a nice melody or a vibration, and of course, it's got to be a Beatles tune. So I select a song for each one of you, and I will tell you why. Amy Anderson, Pizza and Beer. She gets 8 days a week as her song. She works that much. This next one, she has an adventure for you, and she wants to sell you love and adventure. And a love song is Here, There, and Everywhere. One of my all-time favorites, Amy Beanfield. Okay, Caroline Chapdelaine. Okay. She has secret stuff that she puts in missiles. And the song I picked for her was, Do You Want to Know a Secret? Okay. Simon Eisenbach. Oh, man. How about Simon's got a sunrise, an earthquake, and fireworks to your door. So I picked the song Roll Over Beethoven for him. A bunny Samal. He wants to teach you about the earth, and he is very good. And I picked Revolution for him. You're going to be a revolution. Two of those guys. Yeah. Allosaurs. Oh. Next up is the golden bees, not to be confused with bees. They're the golden bees. I don't know why they picked that. Anyway, Steve Bolster Engineering, he takes care of water. He finds water. He keeps water rolling and keeps it moving and moving and moving. And so does the song, Hey Jude. It keeps moving and moving. So he gets Hey Jude. See up there. Adam Grimaldo, get down here. Adam is a family man. He likes his family around, and everything he does it all together now. Yeah, that's your song. Shonda McConnell yesterday showed us this beautiful piece. She has beautiful candles. So a beautiful song is Norwegian Wood. This bird has flown, and it's because he talks about sleeping in the bath, but I'm sure he's got really nice candles around it. You're welcome. Justin Powell. Oh. How'd you get out of line? Oh, there you go. Justin's up. Okay, Justin. So Justin finds holes out there in society, and he creates these elaborate mechanisms to fix them. And he's remarkable. You get fixing a hole. It's off Sergeant Pepper. Did we have a slide? It's Brooke. Brooke. Oh, okay. Brooke Desert Soul. Brooke has a slice of southern Utah sunshine to sell you. Picked one of the best for her. It's called Here Comes the Sun.
Oh, thank you.
Steve Swan. What a guy. What a guy. There's a very intricate and complex and beautiful guitar work, which is what Steve has. He has intricate and complex neighborhoods and homes and beautiful buildings to sell you. And he gets, because he's a musician and he's got a guitar on as well, but you get While My Guitar Gently Weeps. Oh. Last but not least, and I walked through her orchard last weekend looking at her trees, and she's remarkable. This is Ann Torrance, Etta Place Cidery. Whoa! This song has these complex harmonies and a real driven guitar interplay. I love it. It's one of my all-time favorites, and it fits her perfectly. It's And Your Bird Can Sing.
So it is my honor to be able to recognize my scholars. And the first group, I'm not as creative as Mike with the music, but I'm going to talk to you about what I appreciate about my scholars and where I see them going. And so the first up is Nate Bowen, Big Rock Adventures. Nate takes people on river trips and great summer activities down on the Sevier River, and he's going to grow into also offering winter activities like snowshoeing, snowmobiling, and Nate, I see you as the top adventure company in the region. Aubrey owns Eagle River. Oh no, Aubrey, Park City Waxing. Park City Waxing. And she does Park City Waxing up in Park City and now has also yoga under the club. And Aubrey is about as determined and persistent as I've seen. I love that you tell it like it is, and I think you're one tough cookie, and you are going to blow Park City away. Alex from 98 Center down in Moab. Alex has a wonderful restaurant down in Moab. He's actually got two, and his growth opportunity is that he is going to get into bartending services, so helping and making people happy all over Moab and the area folks. He's a leader. He's incredibly community-oriented, involved with Grand County. And you're really in touch with your people. And I think you will become the mocktail capital of the world. Heather Holstrom. Heather owns Simple Modern Therapy, where she provides wonderful personal therapy to the LGBT community and others that are a little bit less served in our community. And there are many therapists out there who would love to do what she's doing, and so that is what she's going to create, is an institute, the Simple Modern Institute, helping other providers and therapists do what she does. I consider, Heather, what I appreciate about you is you're very caring, very giving, you help the less served, and you stick with it. And I believe your institute will be known worldwide. Jesse Robinson of Jesse Robinson Insurance. Jesse's down. He's got two locations, one in Cedar City, one in St. George, with more to come, because that is what Jesse's going to do, is continue to build his business by acquiring other insurance agencies where people are ready. Wow. Wow. Anyway, where people are ready to get out of the insurance business, you know, they're done, they've been doing it for years. Jesse's going to provide them a way to sell their businesses with dignity as opposed to quit. I want to say I really admire the personal growth I've seen you go through this cohort, because I know it was hard, and you faced your fears, and you faced uncertainty, and you did it. And I think that you will be on your way to being the top farmer salesman in the state. Oscar Rodriguez owns Scrambled Breakfast and Lunch. I also should have mentioned this starts my new group, Delusional AF is their group. Oscar's got two locations right now. He's going to open a third very, very soon. I love your common sense. You are smart, 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 and nimble. And wait till you see him franchise all over the country. All right, next is Lance with aerobatics. Oh, I'm sorry. So that was my group, Delusional AF. All right, Root and Rise. Root and Rise. First off, we're going to start with Lance, who owns a company called Aerobatics. He provides lessons to the youth of our community and getting to do all kinds of fun things, hanging from silks and doing circus acts. It's not elephants and clowns, it's trapeze, and think Cirque du Soleil meets Bluffdale, Utah. Lance, I'd really admired that the fact what Lance balances between all of his competitors, his students, his competitions, his performances, and that is what you will be seeing from Lance, is more and more community performances to be able to go out and see. And I'm telling you, you just told me the other day, 6 people that Cirque du Soleil came to see, took all 6 of them, loved them. So I love that you balance everything, you support young people, you're enhancing the community, and you are going to be known as the best circus arts aerobatics in the country. Nobody knows that we have one in Utah. And so again, Cirque du Soleil meets Bluffdale. Good job. Melanie Queen. Melanie Queen is the queen of small bookkeeping and accounting. And she's been helping. The thing about Melanie is she has a huge heart, and she is one of the best advocates of women-owned businesses. And so she works with women-owned businesses. She's helping people to become more involved in them, to create other jobs for people. I consider her very reliable, giving. I love that you help women. I've been doing that for years. You give back. And I just know that you're going to have amazing teams of other people, and it's going to be that domino effect of helping women business owners grow. Next up is Gardner Reed. Gardner owns Reed Ranch, and he's open 12 weeks in the summertime for group activities, family reunions, youth groups, horseback riding, swimming, paddle boarding, hiking. You wouldn't believe how much he does. And he is going to expand into the fall, serving people with family reunions. And I have never worked with, Gardner is the epitome of upbeat, happy, positive. He's a multitasker because this guy runs a school, has a printing business, and is getting his PhD as well. And so you are going to live a lifelong legacy from the Reed Ranch. Jill Schroyer, HR Expeditions. Jill is going to help people who have got HR issues, problem employees who want to sue, whatever it might be, for small businesses that don't have the ability to have that function in their home or in their house, in their business. And she is growing into creating a training academy that will help and reach more small businesses as well as feed your company. Jill is incredibly energetic, positive, inquisitive, engaging, and she will help fellow business owners. You will end up with an award-winning HR practice. All right, and Jason Wooten, Dune Beginnings Counseling. Jason has 3 offices in Utah County where he is serving families and children and helping people get a better place in life. And he is going to be expanding beyond Utah County into Salt Lake County and to some others so he can continue to further that help. I consider Jason really easygoing, gentle. I think you make people feel safe around you. You're curious, and you care about people. And you will be known as the largest mental health therapy network in the state. Ashley Cloward, Eagle River Designs. You may not know this, but every pin and patch, or almost every pin and patch you get in the national parks, Ashley procured. And she is in all the parks. She is now going to be in all the museums as well. She's in the gift stores. And so pins, patches, bookmarks, all of it. Ashley, I will tell you this, and I've told you this several times over the course, you know way more than you give yourself credit for. You have been so engaging and so engaged. She has a question for every single person in the class. Inquisitive, wondering, personable, and I believe that you're going to go to 10 million.
Heck yeah.
Talon Garrett, Urban Forest Landscaping. Talon does regular landscaping for businesses and homes, rocks, sod, patios, whatever you might need. But he also chose one of the hardest opportunities to pursue because it's a brand new product. And he is going to move into for those of you who may or may not know this, but it's a sprinkler box. When you have your sprinklers, you have to cut them and modify them to get your pipes to go in. He's creating a box that will already have all of that set up. There will be no cutting. It won't hurt the integrity of the strength of the box. And he's going to be all over Home Depot and everywhere else.
You know, this is always hard to do because you kind of have to say goodbye. And you get 13 new friends, 13 people that you respect, 13 people that you admire, 13 people that you hope you can take them to the next level. Tanner College, Wadley Farms, Linden, Utah. Tanner runs a multi-generational farm that is now an event center and a tourist ag opportunity for the future in the heart of Linden, Utah. This is a first-class location that he runs and has a first-class tanner to match the location. And I have no doubt in my mind that he will increase the revenue and his growth opportunity because he's doing it the right way. Tanner College. This is my favorite person from Turkey. It's the only person I know from Turkey, but Hussein Deniz of the Gonzo Inn down in Moab, Utah. His enthusiasm for his business is unbelievable. He wants to acquisition, new opportunities. He came to me today with another hotel, and he says, I want to buy this one. And I said, let's get on it. You know, he's just a go-getter. He's just one that just amazes you with his energy. And I think today he was voted the most appreciative in the class, huh? He is so very thankful for Goldman Sachs and each of you for what you've done for him. Hussein, good job.
Thank you so amazing.
Next one, Tyson Hatch. Tyson owns his own business, Aspire Health Management in Lehi, Utah, and he just got a faculty position at a university here in town. Well, not this town, south of here, right?
Close.
And so we're excited about that, but he knows his industry like no other. He knows it like the back of his hand. He is a personable, honest, and is trying to do the best for those people who he serves. And whenever I see that, I want to give more. I am sure he will create brand new stories that have never happened before in his industry in health management. Tyson, well done. Vince, this is my fun guy. Vince Huntsman, Platinum Insulation Company. Every time I'm on the Zoom meeting with him, the first 10 minutes is talked about baseball, baseball cards, where he's been, how much he loves baseball. He lives like a mile from the Daybreak Stadium, and so baseball rules his life. And so I had to kind of get him to think that business ruled his life a little bit more. he is an enthusiastic fellow. He has the opportunity to increase his insulation business. He has an opportunity that he's identified that he's looking forward to, and I want to be there with him as he grows. Come here. Amanda. Livingston Print down in Nephi, Utah. Amanda is a great business owner, so sometimes she doesn't think she is. She loves to do hard things. She just worries a lot. In directing, she's going to be fine in the future. She has built a wonderful team. I had a rare opportunity on my way to Fairview one day to stop by her business, which was pretty unusual during this cohort. And I fell in love with her business. I saw how much her employees loved her and appreciated her and her husband. And it's a great opportunity. So if you have an opportunity, invite a business advisor to come by sometime and have lunch with them, because you gain new insights to what's happening. And Livingston Print is going to be a great company down there, and they're going to enlarge their footprint. Good job. Ty Pilcher, Spaghetti Tree. They kind of have two places of business, one down in Blanding, Utah, and one up here in Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City's their quasi-warehouse. Down in Blanding, all the puzzles are designed by his sister. He and his sister do a great job. Usually sometimes when you see family members working together, they are so kind, so thoughtful to each other, and the growth opportunity that he has, he's going to make it. How much you double your business this year? Say double. Double. See how I set up that question? How much did you double your business? He's going to be just fine. Ty, great job. All right, here comes Tara. Tara from Resolutions. Her company, Mental and Emotional Services. Tara is kind of an anomaly in our program. During the program, she had the opportunity to sell her business. And so I said, well, what are we going to do for growth opportunity? How are we going to do the measurement and evaluation? And she says, I'm writing a growth opportunity for my next business. And it's really good. It's really good. And so she's taking a flight to New Zealand tomorrow. So give her all an extra hug on the way out the door today. Here's our group. Okay, next team over there. Oh boy, we're starting out with one. This girl is on fire. Yeah. We can raise the roof for Susie Bullock. This group is called the Hive Mind. Hey Grill Hey down in St. George, Utah. You know, we never get down to St. George very much. But if there's more people like Susie in St. George, I'm moving down there. Because she is something else. Every time I would talk with her on the phone, she had new targets. I remember, and she brought this up in class, stand over here. Come on. I met her the first day of class, and I said, boy, you are arrogant. And she says, yes, I am.
I did not say yes.
But we had a lot of fun together, talking about where her business was going to go. I was forecasting her growth opportunity, and she was forecasting it. And I was down here, and she's up here. So she told me, well, you better raise your expectation, because I'm going to be there. The best thing I can say about her is she is on fire. and a great person to know. Susie Bullock. Summer Harris. Summer is owner of Baby Blings, Utah County and Pleasant Grove. Summer is a great entrepreneur. And she's been way up here, and then COVID happened. And so then you watch somebody struggle to come out of COVID. And you find out things about people like how hard they're willing to fight, how hard they're willing to achieve their goals, how much it means to them, and the struggle that they've gone through. There is no doubt in my mind that you will be bigger than she was going into COVID. Leah, oh yeah. Leah's been changing business opportunities during the cohort, and with her new exciting partner, Carly, where's Carly? Oh, hey, Carly. I've seen him on Zoom. I've seen Carly on Zoom, first time in person. They, as I call it, ham and egg it so well. One's the ham, one's the egg, makes a good breakfast, you know. And they do an awesome job together. They complement each other. And Leah said to me a couple times, you know, I just want to do good in the world, you know. And I think that with their consulting business and what they want to do with their growth opportunity, and it's really exciting, and he's doing it with really good products. And you're going to see something here in a minute which we're going to do, which we've never done before. But James, we got to get that ball rolling. How'd you like that? Spencer Smith, we set the stage. Spencer's involved in various companies and opportunities, and excitement abounds with him on a daily basis. He works for furniture staging as well as product development and other opportunities. He's going to have a very, very, very bright future. In fact, he got some good news this week. Ask him what it was. Spencer.
Thank you.
You bet. Alicia. Alicia Valdez. Mountain Meals, Heber, and Points Beyond Heber. One day I went to my front door, and there were a whole bunch of meals sitting on my front porch. She became one of my favorite scholars then. And I swear, she's going to have the smartest baby in the history of this program, because that baby has listened to every Zoom call, every class meeting, every presentation. That baby is going to be great, just like their mom. All right, let's get this picture. Wait a minute, we're going to be. I wanted to just take a couple more minutes. We're doing something here. Go ahead, break up. Let's go. I came here on cohort 3, 13 years ago, and have been there and done about 350 to 360 business owners in the last 12 years, 13 years. And I remember the superstars that were in cohort number 1, yet we hardly have anything from them. All we have is just the record of what they've achieved in the last 13 years. So this time, Spencer asked this morning in class, are we the favorite cohort of all time? No, but you're pretty close. But I could tell you this, you're the #1 cohort for rural Utah. And that's something to be very proud of. And so, James, come on over here. So I got with James, come on, stand over, take some credit. I took some opportunity to meet with James, and we talked about rugby and how tough it was, and some of the things that go on. And Kathy, you're going to show real quick, with the three of them, they're going to show real quick something about rugby that I don't think any of you know about. Go ahead.
Crouch, set. Fine, set.
Okay.
That's perfect.
So, here's the example I wanted to use real quick, and then I'll be done. Crouch. You were all crouching in business when we came upon you. You were all operating a business. But then it came to bind. Bind, like they do in rugby. And that's what you've been doing for the last 13 weeks, is binding with team members. And now the portion is set. And that's what we, as a staff, have helped you do, was to set the attack so that you could go forward. So, in meeting with James a couple days ago, I said, what could we do? And here's what I want to show you. We took rugby balls from James, and all of you signed them. And that was pretty cool for us. Because unlike cohort 1, we don't have anything from. But from you, we have this. So from you to our staff, we would like to present these to our staff. We will start off. Trish Gorman. Trish is the dean of, come on over here, you get one. She's dean of the Gail Miller Business School. She's also on our mod faculty. You had her, you saw her on Zoom. Trish?
Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Next, Tanasia. Where are you at? Tanasia's new, this is her first full cohort. And it's you guys. Congratulations. Nancy Garrison, give her a big hand. Yeah. Nancy Garrison is our lead faculty. We ought to give her 2. Our mod faculty, I'm not sure, is Dax here? Dax isn't here. Is Rick Haskell here? Tony Passy? Kirby Glad? Danny Magnum? Brian Acord? We will give them to them. Business advisors, lead business advisor, Kathy Rickey. Second business advisor, Mike Balliff. And the most important one of the 3, me. Wait a minute, we're not done yet. Outreach director, Crystal Spagnola. Where are you, Crystal? And alumni director, Eric Cabina. Eric. Now, all as I can tell all the members of the team, after we're done today, we need to sign each other's ball, too, so that we have it from everybody. I want to thank you for allowing us to be part of your lives. It is a real pleasure and a privilege. And I got to tell you, I got something to keep now.
Thank you all for being here, and congratulations again. In my role as the Dean of Gail Miller Business School, we have also been growing while you've been growing. So not only are you the inaugural rural Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Business Program. But while you were in our program, we integrated the Miller Entrepreneurship Center and have been providing whatever support you need. I hope it has all been as wonderful for you as it has been for us. We are taking on more in the arts and innovation. We're taking on more in hospitality. So as you were all talking about your companies, both in class and today, I just see so much potential here. And having tried to be an entrepreneur myself and run businesses, I have nothing but respect for all the hard work you're doing. Congratulations again to you, your families, and your communities.
Well, I get to be the last person to speak to you. On a personal note, I just want to say how inspired I am by you. I've gotten to see your work. I've gotten to see your synergy as a cohort. And like the other words that have been said, I've seen how well you've done in this community. And I sit here in awe of that. So congratulations. You are now alumni of the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses Program. Another 39 people to the fold of 1,088 alumni in the state, 17,000 nationally. Welcome to your first alumni event, which will be in the next room. Thank you and congratulations. You're free to move out the cabin.
She's